originally in Spanish, April 2023. Yazhi, a question. Something I don't quite understand. When we talked about you also waking up from the Matrix, discovering what the Federation is doing, etc., I don't quite understand why, after thousands of years of being here and working with the Federation, you are only discovering this now, just when people here are also waking up. I think it has been said that before everything was slower, the Taygetans were not here all the time, etc., but I still don't quite understand. You were here, different fleets, for thousands of years, along with the Federation. No one thought to look at what they do and find out what you are discovering now? I know it wasn't this crew, but it must have remained in Taygeta's record somehow. The High Command had to know.
That's right. Because as you are discovering lies there, on Earth, if you see that something you are told is a lie there, it makes you wonder what else is a lie. Also, the awakening to the Matrix also being here is in reference to our group, who are quite young. And it doesn't mean that we are neither the first nor the only ones who have realized this.
But that's what I mean. Taygeta as a society didn't realize these things and lies before? Didn't they pass the information to you? You are in the Queen's yacht, not some casual Taygetans who don't know anything.
I can't know if someone found out or not before. I can only say that this group of Taygetans and Swaruunians have figured it out. However, there are others who apparently already knew, and those are the Urmas. Why do you think the ARIEN Council never quite goes along with what the Federation says? Besides, with that alpha feline mentality, being so strong and cat-like minded, they don't see the point of following orders if they are that powerful. Our queen is young, and she is one of the first to realize all this.
She is young, but she comes from the line that is not young. In other words, information is passed from one generation to the next. What one generation discovered is not forgotten.
Yes, but it turns out that those who passed on that information from that line were working closer to the Matrix.
And the Federation members who are here are not the same either.
Okay, I understand, Yazhi, but I still don't understand how in the 10th, 15th, 18th century, etc., the Taygetans didn't know more about all this. You mean they didn't care so much about analyzing it? Maybe the Taygetans worked alongside the Federation without questioning too much, because that is also a possibility that could explain it. Or was the Federation more good before, perhaps?
Or they were much better at that time to promote the idea that they are good. It's just that, Gosha, we can't know whether they knew or not, or what they did. We can only know what the ones in this very small group thought and think. Remember something. When Asket was in power here, until very recently, it was still in your times, Taygeta was the right hand and the war force of the Federation. They were the Galactic Federation itself. It was only with the coming to power of ARIEN towards the end of 2018 or early 2019 that Taygeta broke away from that. ARIEN ordered the return of the fleet to Taygeta, and a single ship remained here as a political representative.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. So, you don't think it was them that were good before, the Federation, Just that the guys that were here from Taygeta, they weren't as detail-oriented as you, and they were working more with this whole thing with the Federation.
That may be so, yes. Another factor is that the normal people in Taygeta are very much in their bubble without getting involved in Federation politics. So the crew of the Taygeta star fleets would be under strong Federation influence and propaganda that prepares them mentally with ideals before they go out to explore space. An example of this is the brainwashing of cadets like Anneka when they enlisted in the fleet, as in that they would go to liberate oppressed planets and fight against the forces of evil.
Yes, because the Taygetans were coming to liberate Earth from an enemy, but they saw that the enemy is the humans themselves.
Yes.
So, how do you interpret it that just now, when we have some awakening on Earth, you are also awakening there? Just when me and Robert are here to report it.
I don't see it as strange. I see it as natural. When talking about consciousness awakening issues, it is logical that what you teach and realize what happens on Earth happens for you also, wherever you are.
Okay, but I still don't understand what purpose there is in the races coming here thinking that Earth should be liberated from the Matrix. Wouldn't it be more convenient for the Federation that the ET races don't come and don't interfere, don't try to save anyone, and let the Federation function here in peace? Telling the cadets that there is something to do here, liberate, etc., I see it as against their own interests to keep this planet under their dominion as an amusement park.
Evil or a profound ignorance about the nature of the problem on Earth.
So if it is ignorance, it would not be propaganda, as a disinformation campaign done on purpose. In fact, it seems more logical to me that it would be due to ignorance.
Not on purpose, but it is still propaganda.
But it can't be so much ignorance either, if on the other hand they lie, impose false histories, etc.
The problem of the Earth is not easy to understand. It is easy to fall into the assumption that people are under the tyranny of a group of bad guys. It takes a lot of advanced and applied knowledge to understand that it is the collective mind that is manifesting these bad oppressors for themselves. It does no good to eliminate or arrest those bad guys, simply because the people, the population of Earth, would generate them again.
Okay. And the question, who was the leader before Alanim and her mother?
It was a society with a vacant throne that was governed solely through the High Council, which was also composed of representatives of the Galactic Federation.
Additional point by Yazhi Swaruu.
A question from a follower. If they possess high technology, telepathy, and the ability to move in different timelines, why didn't they detect the Federation before?
Because our ancestors played the game, and they thought everything was love and light. That is to say that there is also a spiritual awakening here, not only on Earth. Our predecessors simply had no intention or motive to analyze the Federation. They only believed in their propaganda. It is only with the arrival of this present crew that the true nature of the Galactic Federation has begun to be understood. It is all a process of spiritual awakening that is also taking place here. there are also awakened and less awakened people among the members of the non-human races.